Hey Capricorn, welcome back to the channel. I just sat down with my deck because I kept getting this persistent feeling that something major is shifting in your financial realm, and I needed to see what the cards wanted to share with you today. Before I even started shuffling, I could feel this warm, golden energy around the reading, and honestly, I am so excited to dive into what the universe has lined up for you. So grab your coffee or tea, get comfortable, and let me walk you through what came up in this spread, because the messages here are absolutely beautiful and they are speaking directly to your journey towards abundance and prosperity. The cards are not holding back today, and I think you are going to resonate deeply with what comes through. So the first card that came flying out of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. And wow, this card alone tells me so much about where you are heading. The Six of Pentacles is all about the flow of abundance, about giving and receiving in perfect harmony. And what I love about this card showing up for you right now is that it is telling me you are stepping into a phase where wealth does not just come to you, it flows through you in the most beautiful way. This is not about hoarding resources or clutching onto every penny out of fear. This is about understanding that true wealth comes from circulation, from generosity, from recognizing that the more you share and contribute, the more the universe replenishes your cup. I am seeing you in a position where you have resources to give, whether that is financial support, knowledge, time, or energy, and the act of giving is actually what opens up even more channels for receiving. There is this beautiful karmic balance happening here, where your generosity is being noticed and reciprocated by the universe itself. What I find really interesting about this card is the imagery of someone in a position of abundance helping those who need it. And I feel like you have worked incredibly hard to get to where you are. You have put in the time, the effort, the dedication that Capricorns are so known for, and now you are reaching a point where you can actually breathe a little, where you can look around and realize you have more than enough. And that surplus can be used to create positive change, not just in your life, but in the lives of others around you. The Six of Pentacles is also reminding you that receiving is just as important as giving, and I feel like this is something you might struggle with sometimes. As a Capricorn, you are so used to being the one who has it all together, the one who provides and supports. But this card is gently nudging you to open your hands and your heart to receive the blessings that are trying to reach you. Someone might want to help you, invest in you, offer you an opportunity, and your job is to graciously accept it rather than thinking you need to do everything alone. The energy of this card is telling me that your financial situation is about to become much more balanced and harmonious, where you are no longer struggling or scraping by, but actually experiencing a comfortable flow of resources that allows you to live well and give generously. The second card I pulled for you is the Nine of Wands, and this card is so perfect because it acknowledges everything you have been through to get to this point of abundance. The Nine of Wands shows someone who has fought battles, who has faced challenges and setbacks, who has been knocked down but kept getting back up. And that is your story, is it not? You have not had an easy path to where you are now. You have dealt with obstacles, with people who doubted you, with moments where you questioned whether you could keep going, but you persevered. That is the Capricorn spirit right there. This card is appearing in your reading to validate all of that struggle and to tell you that you are so close to the finish line. You are in the final stretch. I know you might feel tired. I know you might feel like you have been defending your dreams and your goals for so long that you are running out of energy. But the Nine of Wands wants you to know that your resilience is your greatest asset right now. All of those challenges you faced, they were not random, they were not meaningless. They were actually building your strength and your wisdom so that when this wealth and abundance finally arrives in full force, you will know how to handle it, you will know how to protect it, and you will know how to sustain it. What I am really picking up from this card is that you have developed such strong boundaries and such a clear sense of what you will and will not tolerate, and that is going to serve you incredibly well as you step into this new phase of prosperity. You are not going to let just anyone into your inner circle. You are not going to invest in shady opportunities or let people take advantage of your resources because you have learned through experience what works and what does not. The Nine of Wands is also telling me that you might be feeling a bit defensive right now. Maybe you are protecting your plans and keeping them close to your chest because you have shared your dreams before and had them dismissed or criticized. That is completely understandable and actually quite wise at this stage. There is a time to share and a time to protect. And right now, you are in protection mode as you build something really valuable. Just remember that while vigilance is important, you do not want to become so guarded that you miss out on genuine opportunities or support. The universe is asking you to stay strong, but also to recognize when it is safe to lower your defenses and let the good stuff in. Your wealth is not going to be stolen from you. Your success is not going to be undermined, because you have worked too hard and grown too wise to let that happen. Stand your ground, trust your instincts, and know that everything you have been through has prepared you perfectly for what is coming next. Now, the third card in your spread is the Eight of Swords, and I have to be honest, when this card appeared, I took a moment to really tune into its message, because it might seem contradictory at first, but actually it holds such an important insight for you. The Eight of Swords traditionally shows someone who is bound and blindfolded, surrounded by swords, feeling trapped and unable to see a way out. But here is the thing. The bindings are loose, and the path is actually clear if they just remove the blindfold. What this card is telling me about your wealth journey is that there might be some mental blocks or limiting beliefs that are still lingering, some old stories you are telling yourself about money or success that are not actually true anymore, but they feel true because you have believed them for so long. Maybe you grew up hearing that money does not grow on trees, or that you have to work yourself to the bone to earn every penny, or that wealthy people are somehow morally corrupt. And these beliefs got lodged deep in your subconscious, where they have been quietly running the show. The Eight of Swords is appearing to make you aware of these invisible constraints so you can consciously choose to release them. You are not actually trapped in scarcity. You are not actually limited in your ability to generate wealth. But if you believe you are, then you will unconsciously create circumstances that reinforce that belief. I am sensing that you might be standing at the threshold of a major financial opportunity right now, but there is a part of you that is hesitating, that is saying things like, I am not ready, or what if I fail, or I do not deserve this, or it is too good to be true. Those thoughts are the blindfold. Those thoughts are the loose bindings that you can actually just step out of any time you choose. The universe is showing you this card because it wants you to recognize your own power, to change your financial reality simply by changing your thoughts about it. This is not about toxic positivity or pretending everything is perfect when it is not. This is about honest self-examination and asking yourself whether the stories you are telling about money are actually serving your highest good or whether they are keeping you small and stuck. I want you to think about what would become possible if you really truly believed that you are worthy of wealth, that abundance is your natural state, that money can flow to you easily and joyfully without requiring suffering or struggle. What would you do differently? What opportunities would you say yes to? What risks would you be willing to take? The Eight of Swords is an invitation to remove your own blindfold and see that the path forward is actually clear and available. You just have to trust yourself enough to take it. One more thing about this card, it can also indicate that you might be overthinking your financial decisions right now, getting so caught up in analysis paralysis that you cannot move forward. Sometimes you just have to make a choice with the information you have and trust that you will figure it out as you go. Your intuition is strong, your practical skills are solid, and you have everything you need to navigate whatever comes. Stop second-guessing yourself and start stepping into the abundance that is waiting for you. The fourth card that appeared in your reading is the Ace of Cups. And oh my goodness, this card brings such beautiful emotional energy to your financial journey. The Ace of Cups is all about new beginnings in the realm of feelings, about an overflowing cup of love, joy, fulfillment, and emotional satisfaction. And when this appears in a reading about wealth, it tells me that the abundance coming your way is not just going to fill your bank account, it is going to fill your heart. You are moving into a phase where you can actually enjoy your prosperity, where you can feel genuine gratitude and happiness about your financial situation rather than just stress and anxiety. I think this is huge for you, Capricorn, because you tend to be so focused on the practical side of things, on the numbers and the goals and the plans, that sometimes you forget to actually feel good about what you are creating. The Ace of Cups is reminding you that wealth without joy is just numbers on a screen, but wealth that comes with a sense of fulfillment and emotional richness, that is true prosperity. What I am picking up is that you are about to receive an opportunity or a blessing that just feels right on a soul level, something that makes you excited to wake up in the morning, something that aligns with your values and your purpose in a way that previous opportunities have not. This could be a new job or business venture that you are actually passionate about, or it could be reaching a financial milestone that allows you to do something you have always dreamed of, like traveling or supporting a cause you care about, or simply having the freedom to make choices based on what you want rather than what you can afford. The Ace of Cups is also about emotional healing, and I am sensing that as your financial situation improves, you are going to experience this deep sense of relief and safety that maybe you have not felt in a long time. Money stress affects us on such a profound emotional level, and when that stress starts to ease, when you can finally breathe and know that you are okay, that you are taken care of, the emotional healing that happens is incredible. You might find yourself crying happy tears, feeling overwhelmed with gratitude, experiencing moments of pure joy that come from simply recognizing how far you have come. Let yourself feel all of that. Let yourself be emotional about your success because you have earned it and your feelings are valid and important. The Ace of Cups is also encouraging you to approach your wealth journey from a place of love rather than fear, to make financial decisions that honor what you truly value rather than what you think you should do, and to remember that at the end of the day, the point of having money is to create a life that feels good to live. You are being blessed with both material abundance and emotional fulfillment, and that combination is pure magic. The fifth card in your spread is the Two of Swords, and this is interesting because it suggests you are facing or will soon face a financial decision that requires careful consideration. The Two of Swords shows someone blindfolded, holding two swords crossed over their chest, often sitting between two opposing forces or choices, and the energy here is about needing to make a decision when you cannot see the full picture or when both options seem equally valid or challenging. I am getting the sense that you might be at a crossroads in your financial life where you have to choose between two different paths, and neither one is obviously the right or wrong choice. Maybe it is about whether to stay in a stable job that pays well but does not fulfill you versus taking a risk on something new that excites you but feels uncertain. Maybe it is about how to invest or use your money, whether to play it safe or take a calculated risk. Maybe it is about a partnership or collaboration where you are weighing the pros and cons and trying to figure out if it is worth pursuing. Whatever the specific situation is, the Two of Swords is acknowledging that this is not an easy decision and it is okay to take your time with it. What this card is really asking you to do, though, is to remove the blindfold, to seek out the information and clarity you need to make an informed choice rather than staying stuck in indecision. Sometimes we avoid making decisions because we are afraid of making the wrong one, but staying paralyzed in indecision is often worse than making an imperfect choice and adjusting as you go. The Two of Swords is encouraging you to trust your inner wisdom, to listen to both your logical mind and your intuitive knowing, and to recognize that you have the intelligence and insight to navigate this choice successfully. I also want to point out that the swords are crossed over the heart, which tells me this decision has emotional components, even if it seems purely practical on the surface. You need to consider not just what makes financial sense, but what feels right for your well-being and your peace of mind. What is the point of making a choice that maximizes profit if it leaves you stressed and unhappy? The Two of Swords is about finding balance, about integrating your thoughts and feelings, about making decisions that honor all parts of who you are. Take the time you need, gather the information that will help you feel confident, and then when you are ready, make your choice and commit to it fully. The universe will support whichever path you choose as long as you choose it consciously and with integrity. Trust yourself, Capricorn. You know more than you think you do, and you are absolutely capable of making wise financial decisions that serve your highest good. Moving to the sixth card, we have the Ace of Wands, and this card is bringing so much fire and enthusiasm to your reading. The Ace of Wands is the spark of creative inspiration, the birth of a new project or venture, the surge of motivation and passion that makes you want to jump out of bed and get to work on something you truly believe in. In the context of your wealth and abundance journey, this card is telling me that you are being given a fresh opportunity to create something from scratch, to channel your creative energy into a venture that has serious potential for financial success. This is not about following someone else's blueprint or doing what is safe and predictable. This is about tapping into your own unique gifts and ideas and bringing something new into the world. I am seeing you feeling this creative rush, this excitement about a project or idea that has been percolating in your mind and is now ready to be acted upon. The Ace of Wands is the universe handing you a lit torch and saying, "Here, go create something amazing," and the potential here is huge because you are combining your practical Capricorn skills with genuine passion and inspiration. When you work on something you actually care about, something that lights you up inside, your energy is completely different, and people can feel that, opportunities can feel that, money can feel that. The Ace of Wands is also about taking bold action and being willing to step into new territory, even if you do not have all the answers yet. This is the pioneering spirit, the entrepreneurial energy, the willingness to say yes to an adventure, even when the outcome is not guaranteed. I feel like you have been playing it safe for a while, sticking to what you know and what is comfortable. But this card is encouraging you to be brave and try something different. Maybe it is starting a side business. Maybe it is pitching a creative idea at work. Maybe it is investing in a new skill or training that could open up different income streams. Whatever it is, the key is to act on your inspiration while the fire is hot. The Ace of Wands does not stick around forever. This is a window of opportunity and energy that you want to harness while it is available. I am also picking up that this new beginning is going to be fun and energizing rather than draining and stressful. Yes, there will be work involved. Yes, there will be challenges, but overall, you are going to feel alive and engaged in a way that maybe you have not felt in your career or financial life for a while. This is about remembering that work can be joyful, that making money can be creative, that success can be exciting. The Ace of Wands is lighting a fire under you, Capricorn, and asking you to run with it, to trust your vision, and to know that when you combine your solid work ethic with genuine inspiration, there is absolutely nothing you cannot achieve. This is your moment to create something remarkable. The seventh card that showed up is the King of Cups, and I love that this card is here because it brings such mature, balanced emotional energy to your financial journey. The King of Cups is someone who has mastered their emotions, who can feel deeply without being overwhelmed, who leads with compassion and wisdom, and who has created stability in their inner world that allows them to navigate the outer world with grace. When this card appears in a reading about wealth, it is telling me that your financial success is going to come from a place of emotional maturity and balance. You are not going to build wealth through cutthroat tactics, or by compromising your values, or by treating people poorly. You are going to build it through integrity, through emotional intelligence, through understanding that business and money are ultimately about relationships and trust. The King of Cups knows how to read people, how to create environments where everyone feels valued, how to make decisions that consider the human element alongside the practical considerations. I am seeing you stepping into a leadership role or a position of authority where your calm, steady presence and your ability to hold space for others becomes a tremendous asset. People trust you because they can sense that you genuinely care, that you are not just in it for yourself, that you want everyone to win. This kind of leadership naturally attracts abundance because people want to work with you, invest in you, support you. The King of Cups is also about creative flow and using your imagination in practical ways. You have this beautiful ability to envision what is possible and then create a realistic plan to make it happen, blending the visionary with the pragmatic. In terms of your wealth mindset, this card is encouraging you to stay emotionally balanced around money, to not get too high when things are going well or too low when there are setbacks, to maintain that inner equilibrium that allows you to make wise choices from a centered place. Money can bring up so much emotion, fear, greed, anxiety, excitement, and the King of Cups has learned to observe these feelings without being controlled by them. You are being asked to cultivate that same level of mastery, to notice when fear is trying to make you play too small, or when greed is tempting you to take unwise risks, and to always come back to your center, to your values, to what truly matters. The King of Cups is also deeply intuitive, and I am getting the message that you should trust your gut feelings about financial opportunities and decisions. If something feels off, even if it looks good on paper, honor that feeling. If something feels right, even if you cannot explain why logically, honor that too. Your intuition is one of your greatest assets, and the more you listen to it and act on it, the stronger it becomes. This card is showing me that your path to unrepeatable wealth is not about being the loudest or the most aggressive. It is about being the most emotionally intelligent, the most trustworthy, the most aligned with your values, and that kind of success is sustainable and deeply fulfilling. The 8th card in your spread is the Two of Cups, and this is such a beautiful sign of partnership and collaboration, playing a major role in your financial abundance. The Two of Cups is the card of meaningful connection, of two people coming together in mutual respect and support, of partnerships that are balanced and harmonious and beneficial for everyone involved. In the context of wealth, this card is telling me that you are not meant to build your fortune alone. You are meant to do it in partnership with others who share your vision and values. This could manifest in so many ways. It could be a business partnership where you team up with someone whose skills complement yours perfectly, and together you create something neither of you could have built alone. It could be a romantic partnership where you and your person support each other's financial goals and work together to build the life you want. It could be finding a mentor or advisor who genuinely believes in you and helps you navigate your path to success. It could even be about the relationship between you and your clients or customers, creating such positive connections that people naturally want to support your business or hire you. The Two of Cups is all about reciprocity, about give and take being balanced, about both parties feeling valued and appreciated. I am sensing that you might meet someone soon or deepen an existing relationship with someone who is going to play a significant role in your financial journey. This is someone you will feel an instant rapport with, someone who gets you and your vision, someone who brings resources or opportunities or knowledge that perfectly complements what you bring to the table. The universe is orchestrating this connection because it knows you are ready for it, and because this partnership is meant to elevate both of you. The Two of Cups is also reminding you that wealth is sweeter when shared, that having someone to celebrate your wins with and support you through challenges makes the whole journey more meaningful. If you have been operating from a lone wolf mentality, thinking you have to do everything yourself and prove you can make it alone, this card is gently challenging that belief and showing you that collaboration and partnership can actually accelerate your success and make it more enjoyable. Be open to the right partnerships. Be willing to trust and be vulnerable with people who have earned it, and recognize that asking for help or accepting support is not weakness, it is wisdom. The Two of Cups is also about emotional fulfillment in your work and partnerships, about feeling genuinely connected to the people you work with and the clients you serve. When you operate from this place of authentic connection, abundance flows naturally because you are building something real and valuable, not just chasing money. This card is such a positive omen for your financial future because it shows that you are going to experience success in a way that also brings deep relational satisfaction and joy. The 9th card that came through for you is the Ace of Swords. And wow, this is the card of mental clarity, breakthrough insights, and cutting through confusion to see the truth. The Ace of Swords is like a lightning bolt of understanding that aha moment when everything suddenly makes sense. And in your wealth. Reading this is telling me you are about to receive some major clarity about your financial path forward. Maybe you have been confused about which direction to take, or overwhelmed by too many options, or stuck in analysis paralysis. And the Ace of Swords is about to cut through all of that fog and show you exactly what you need to do. This clarity might come through a conversation with someone wise, through your own meditation or reflection, through reading something that resonates deeply, or simply through a sudden flash of insight that arrives out of nowhere. However it comes, trust it, because the Ace of Swords brings truth, and when you see the truth clearly, you can act on it with confidence. This card is also about intellectual power and using your mind strategically to create wealth. You have brilliant ideas, Capricorn. You have the ability to see patterns and solutions that others miss. And the Ace of Swords is encouraging you to trust your mental abilities and use them to your advantage. Maybe you need to create a new strategy for your business or career. Maybe you need to have a difficult but necessary conversation about money. Maybe you need to cut ties with something that is no longer serving your financial growth. The Ace of Swords gives you the mental strength and clarity to do what needs to be done, even if it is uncomfortable. There is also an element of justice and fairness with this card. Swords are associated with the element of air and with legal matters and truth, so I am sensing that if there have been any financial injustices or imbalances in your life, the Ace of Swords is bringing a correction. Maybe you have been undervalued or underpaid, and you are about to receive recognition and compensation that reflects your true worth. Maybe there is a legal or contractual matter that gets resolved in your favor. Maybe you simply gain the clarity to see where you have been settling for less than you deserve, and you make the decision to change that. The Ace of Swords is empowering you to advocate for yourself, to speak your truth about money, to set clear boundaries, and to make decisions from a place of logic and reason rather than emotion or fear. This is not about being cold or ruthless. It is about being clear and honest and strategic. You can be kind and still be firm about your worth and your boundaries. The breakthrough that is coming is going to change everything, because once you see clearly, you cannot unsee, and you will make choices moving forward that align with this new level of understanding. Get ready for some powerful realizations. Capricorn, your mental clarity is about to become your greatest asset in building unrepeatable wealth. The 10th and final card in your reading is the Six of Swords, and I have to tell you, this card feels like such a perfect completion to everything we have explored. The Six of Swords is about transition, about moving away from troubled waters toward calmer shores, about leaving behind what no longer serves you and heading toward a better future. In the context of your wealth journey, this card is confirming that you are in the process of a major financial transition right now. You are moving from a period of struggle or uncertainty or financial stress toward a period of greater stability, peace, and prosperity. The Six of Swords shows a boat carrying passengers across water, and what I love about this imagery is that it acknowledges the journey is not instantaneous. There is a crossing period where you are neither here nor there, where you have left the old behind, but have not quite reached the new yet, and that is okay. You are in transit, and that is exactly where you need to be. The Six of Swords is also about having support during this transition. You are not rowing this boat alone. There is help available, whether that comes from other people, from your own inner wisdom, or from the universe itself guiding you forward. I am sensing that you might be in the process of leaving behind old financial patterns, or limiting beliefs, or situations that kept you stuck in scarcity. And while change can feel uncomfortable even when it is positive, the Six of Swords assures you that you are heading in the right direction. Every day, you are getting closer to the financial freedom and abundance you have been working toward. This card also suggests that you are carrying valuable lessons and wisdom from your past experiences, and those lessons are going to serve you well in this new chapter. You are not leaving your past behind with bitterness or regret. You are integrating the wisdom you gained and using it to build something better. The Six of Swords has a peaceful, hopeful quality to it. The waters ahead are calm, the journey is smooth, and there is a sense of relief and optimism about what is to come. After all the battles and challenges represented by earlier cards in this spread, the Six of Swords is saying you are entering a period of peace and recovery where you can actually relax a little and trust that things are working out. Your financial stress is easing, your path is becoming clearer, and you are moving steadily toward the golden future that has been waiting for you. This transition might require some patience. It might ask you to trust the process, even when you cannot see the destination yet. But the Six of Swords promises that you are going to arrive safely and that what awaits you on the other shore is worth every bit of the journey. Keep moving forward, Capricorn. Keep trusting yourself and the universe. Keep doing the work and making the wise choices, because your unrepeatable wealth is not just a possibility, it is a certainty. You are already on the path and you are going to make it. So Capricorn, as we wrap up this reading, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge everything that came through for you today. We explored 10 powerful cards, and each one brought such important messages about your journey toward wealth and abundance. From the generous flow of the Six of Pentacles to the resilient strength of the Nine of Wands, from the mental liberation of the Eight of Swords to the emotional fulfillment of the Ace of Cups, from the decision-making of the Two of Swords to the creative spark of the Ace of Wands, from the emotional mastery of the King of Cups to the beautiful partnerships of the Two of Cups, from the mental clarity of the Ace of Swords to the peaceful transition of the Six of Swords. Every single card is pointing toward the same truth. You are absolutely ready for the abundance that is coming your way, and the universe is fully supporting your journey. I hope this reading brought you some clarity, some hope, some excitement about what is possible for you. Remember that your wealth is not just about money in the bank. It is about creating a life that feels rich in every sense, emotionally, creatively, relationally, spiritually. You have worked so hard to get to this point, and you deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Trust yourself, trust the process, trust that the universe has your back, and watch as opportunities and blessings flow to you in ways that feel almost magical, but are really just you finally receiving what you have always been worthy of. Thank you so much for being here and letting me share this reading with you. I would love to know if any of these messages resonated with you, so feel free to leave a comment and let me know what came up for you. Wishing you all the abundance and success in the world, Capricorn. Until next time, take care and remember, your golden future is already on its way to you.